Well, I'm live on YouTube. YouTube live. Mhm, mhm. Well, I gather up some people over here on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. The title of this, well, it gets most people. I think it's time for people to be red pilled because remember, most people don't live in reality. When Facebook decides it's going to start working, it ain't working yet. There it goes. There it comes. It's slow, like real slow. Man, my phone must got a damn virus or something. Yeah, the title of this video was a little bit disturbing to most people, but bear with me. It's time to red pill some people out here. Okay? Red pill some people. Because I'm going to share some cold hard facts, not opinions, some damn facts. All right? It really blows my mind, and I even catch my own self doing it. Say that we actually have a Second Amendment right. The Second Amendment hadn't been a right since 1968, guys. Okay? Do you know what a difference in between a privilege and a right is? A right is something that cannot be taken away from you. That no matter what happens, you're going to have it. A privilege is something that can be taken away from you. Okay? The Second Amendment can be took away from people. They've been doing it since 1968. So that's when it become a privilege to own a firearm, a privilege to be able to defend yourself with an arm. You can't argue this, people. You can't. You can't say that you support the Second Amendment right when you support the Second Amendment privilege. Okay? Now let's just say it as it is. It's just like right now they're proposing red flag gun laws. Well, here you go. Once again, they're proving to you that it is a privilege to own a firearm, not a right. Well, let's see somebody argue this shit. You go look up a definition of a right, or an inalienable right, like our founding fathers said we had. Then how the hell can the government come in and just take legislation, pass a law, and say, well, you don't no longer have this? Yeah. Well, it really wasn't a right. Now, was it? There you go. I even seen Ted Nugent. I listened to Alex Jones' show the other day. He was on there. And he said that he supports the Second Amendment right, but then he turned around and pretty much went along with the government quota on the Second Amendment privilege. Guys, let's just say shit as it is. Let's just quit sugarcoating shit to people. Let's just grow up and see shit for what it actually is. How can you say, let's not pass a red flag law when you're for all the other shit that they've restricted the Second Amendment on? Huh? How can you say that this red flag law is different than the other shit that they've passed against the Second Amendment over the years? Anytime they tell you a society who can and who can't bear an arm, it went from being a right to a privilege. Okay, driver's license is a privilege. They tell you that driving on in America is a privilege. You go out, you break a traffic violation or commit a traffic violation or get behind on your fines, your child support, they take that privilege away from you. So you can't have it. They do the Second Amendment the same damn way. All right? It's time y'all understand this. You can't come out and say, well, we need to pass laws against certain people, but not the other certain people. Because it's a matter of time before they take your damn guns away from you. Since 1968, they've been passing restrictions on the Second Amendment, who can possess, who can't possess, waiting periods, background checks, and all this other shit. And what in the hell has it solved out here? Has crime went down? Has gun violence went down since the passing of these restrictions on the Second Amendment? No, it hasn't. Guys, this is what the left has said. Oh, if you pass open carries or carry laws, there's going to be shootouts over parking spots at Walmart. I yet to hear about a shootout in a parking lot in Walmart over a damn parking spot. That's another bullshit narrative they've been running. They said that about Arkansas. I don't know where that's happened. Anytime an armed person takes out one of these mass shooters or holds them at bay, the media says not a word about it, because that's not what they want to project to the citizens out here. Guys, the old West, the wild, wild West really wasn't that damn wild. Okay? It really wasn't. That Hollywood and book writers has glamorized the Wild West. Look at the OK Corral, a shootout that took place in Tombstone. It went down in history and movies, and it's been glamorized. The damn shooting that happened in Philadelphia today was bigger than the OK Corral, guys. All right? It was bigger. Think about that. Everybody carried a gun in the Wild West. You talk about Billy the Kid, Frank and Jesse James. You talk about the Cole Younger gang. You talk about John Wesley Hardin. You talk about some of the most famous gunfighters of all times. And the massive amount of gun violence that happened is a drop in the bucket compared to what goes on today. And that was the Wild West. The movies and books have been come of. Think about it. The North Hollywood shootout was more than the OK Corral. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Guys, we're shitting ourselves when we think gun laws stops gun violence. They simply do not. We're bullshitting ourselves when we think background checks stop bad people from doing bad things with guns. It clearly don't. Or we wouldn't have the shit going on we have going on right now. We can pass all kinds of shit out of fear to restrict the Second Amendment. But has anything we've passed out of fear solved any real problems? No, it hadn't. I don't think anybody can argue that. I don't think anybody can argue that, guys. But they still tell us the Second Amendment is a right. They want us to keep believing that shit. They want us to keep believing that's what a right is something they can just take away from us if we do something they don't feel is adequate. Same as a damn driver's license. There you go. But the one thing they won't tell you, guys, even where there was hardly any law back in the old West, they were less violence than where they have law everywhere. Can't make this shit up, guys. You know, Fort Smith, Arkansas, right up the road from where I'm at, was a U.S. Marshals station. There was no law in the territory of Oklahoma. It was Indian Nation. Very damn little law in Arkansas. Okay? You look through the most heinous crimes committed back then, and there's none of them a drop in the bucket at what took place in Dayton, Ohio. None of them a drop in the bucket of what happened in El Paso. None of them was a drop in the bucket to most of this shit that's happened. And there was no law out there. But guess what? Everybody was freaking armed. And everybody had the ability to stop somebody trying to harm them. And there wasn't nobody trying to take that away. Y'all think about this some. You think about it. Most men back then couldn't even read or write. Got out there in that Indian nation, they damn sure didn't believe in God. Them Indians didn't. They believed in their own little spiritual shit that going on out there. So why wasn't it just a massacre day after day after day out there? Everybody had the ability to defend themselves. Is why. And nobody really wanted to push the envelope to try to take somebody else's shit or to take their life knowing that they're going to be risking their own. You can hire more cops. You can pass more laws. You're not going to solve shit. Ain't going to happen. People has been brainwashed into thinking that they don't have to have any responsibility. And that also means responsibility for their self-protection. This is a socialist view that's been put out here. And that's what basically the left is promoting. Oh, you don't need to carry a gun. Guns are bad. That's the reason we have police. They're only 45 minutes away. They will come and save you. Just like they saved all those people in that Walmart store down in El Paso. Hmm. Need I say more? What would have happened if 4 or 5 people in that Walmart store would have been armed? What would have happened if they would have been brave enough to engage this madman? How many people could they have saved? Well, they were following the law, a law the socialist has put forth, stripping people of self-defense. And it costed people their lives once again. So if you want to get back to the Second Amendment, guys, the Second Amendment was a right that no free man shall be barred from having arms. till we're going to pick and choose who can have arms. That's what happened right there, guys. Y'all can't argue this. This is a fact. You go look up the definition of a right, you go look up the definition of a privilege. A right is something that you've got. Nobody can take away. A privilege is something people can take away from you with stipulations. Like I said, guys, you're fighting for something that they're lying to you that you really ain't got. Now, if you want to all get together and repeal the 1968 Gun Control Act and all that stupid shit that's come after, you will have a Second Amendment right again. Until then, you have the Second Amendment privilege that most people out here that claims to be constitutionalists totally supports. They support the Second Amendment privilege. They support what the government says is a right that's really not. Now, can you come out here and say you're a constitutionalist when you support what the government passes in restriction of the Constitution? Can you also say that you're a hardcore constitutionalist? You can't really say you are. And all this red flag gun laws, guys, is another step that was initiated in 1968. Same way with the Brady Bill, same way with all that other shit that's come down the pike. Now, we changed it. If it's domestic violence, if it's a misdemeanor, we can keep you from owning a gun now. So it's not only a felony, certain misdemeanors we can keep you from owning a gun now. When does it stop? Huh? When they get your gun? When they get your neighbor's gun? When they get your kid's gun? When does it stop? It don't until you stop it. Guys, I've been in the fight for the Second Amendment since I was 20 years old. I was an NRA member for a long time. And I've seen those jackasses plea bargain our gun rights away. And I've dropped my membership and I hadn't been a member since. And I never, ever will be again. Why the hell would I want to pay? Back then it was $45 a year for somebody to plea bargain my damn gun rights away. Charleston Heston championed the 1968 Gun Control Act. And on his deathbed, he said that was the biggest damn mistake he ever made in his life. Yeah. So I just want y'all to understand there is no such thing as a Second Amendment right as it stands today. That went away in 68. You have the Second Amendment privilege. Let's just call it what it is. That way you can get mad about it. That way you're more apt to fight. Because as long as you think you have a right, you're not really going to fight all that hard to keep it. Because you don't think psychologically it can be took away because it's a right. But no, it's not. It's a privilege. And trust me, they're taking it away more and more. We're freaking year. Gun owners of America, I like them a lot better, Mike. Like I said, I'm not out here trying to piss people off. I'm out here trying to wake people up to what the hell's going on. This country needs to wake the hell up to what's going on. They need to lay off the booze. They need to lay off the damn pain meds. They need to lay off whatever the hell they're doing and wake the hell up to what's going on in this country. Because if you don't wake the hell up, you ain't going to have Second Amendment anything because you're not going to have a damn country. The truth, guys. Sorry. Sorry to have to break it to you. I might hurt your feelings. I might make you feel bad. Hell, I may even make you feel depressed. But if that's what a slap of the damn red pill truth does to you, maybe you need to be depressed. Maybe you've been happy for too damn long. Maybe that's the problem. You've been happy too long and you haven't been paying attention to what the fuck's going on. Because if you're like me, you stay pissed off about 90% of the time. Oh, I'm not a very happy person. Lauren will tell you that. I'm not a very happy person. How in the hell can I be happy when I see how things are out here in society? And I see people just sucking this Kool-Aid down, man, just like it's going out of style. They grabbing glass out of glass and had some big daddy government. Pour me another. I'm seeing people out here that's been successful at making money, been successful in a lot of different things, be the dumbest son of a bitches that ever walked this earth because they can't see what's happening in front of them. They may be successful in a lot of ways. They're just not a very informed American. It takes people, mad, unhappy people, to make change because happy people don't make change. Happy people just being happy. Happy people just wants to take their happy pills and be happy. And they're okay with everything because they're all zen with the world. It's us angry people out here that makes changes because we have the compassion and the drive to do so. Those happy people don't change shit. Well, good, see, Cal. I'm glad. I know there's a group in Ohio fighting for the Second Amendment. Yeah, they need to fight for Second Amendment. We got a group here in Arkansas that's fighting for the Second Amendment. We got groups all over fighting for the Second Amendment. Thing about it is, they're not big enough. They haven't got the support. Matter of fact, I'm in a group chat with Jan Morgan. You know Jan Morgan runs for governor, all this other shit, been on Fox News, you know. Miss Bling 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 with the bang bang bang. We're all talking about that. Moms demand action. And these other gun grabbing groups, they're just going absolutely nuts. Moms demand action is a powerful gun grabbing group. Guys, they just don't lobby politicians. They demonstrate in the streets. They go out in the community and they talk to people. They're not just a couple of women shows up at some damn senator's office, knocks on the door and say, "Hey, we need to talk to you." No, they're not. They're out here using every asset they possibly can, even your children, do away with the Second Amendment. You got David Hogg, that little shit cookie. He's their little champion role player. You know, no matter where mass shooting was at, David Hogg was there. Yeah, that little bastard showed up in Arkansas while I was in New York, or he'd been looking me in the face. Guys, they've had school walkouts. They've had thousands come out in the street and demonstrate. Okay, and you ask why haven't they totally stripped the Second Amendment away from us? Is because the building blocks of this country. Yes, it's just like a law. It's hard to get one overturned. It takes a lot to get it done. So that's the reason they're working so damn hard to do it. And yes, they've got to have a lot more people to overturn a law as us to defend it. Because remember, they're fighting to overturn something. We're fighting just to keep it. That makes them have to fight a whole lot harder than what we do. Any lawyer will tell you this. Okay. But the thing of it is, guys, we're not fighting hard enough. They're fighting 20 to 30 times harder than what we're fighting. Not much, Billy Pierce. They're fighting 20 to 30 times as hard as we're fighting. They are. They are. How many thousands of people have you seen pour out in the street and march down the street for the Second Amendment to keep their firearms? How many times have you seen that? I've seen Moms Demand Action have thousands come out and march in several different cities. But I damn sure I hadn't seen anybody do that to defend the second. But I've seen them do it to destroy the second. See, that's what I'm saying. They're fighting a whole hell of a lot harder than we are. That we're sitting here believing we have a Second Amendment right that we clearly don't have. We have the Second Amendment privilege. And we're sitting here saying to ourselves, well, it's in the Constitution. They can't take it away from us. When they already deemed it a privilege. They've already passed multiple restrictions against it. So, yeah, they can do away with it altogether. They damn sure can because they've already amended it. And when they amended it, it kind of pretty much took the fire out of it as far as being a right. Well, you have the First Amendment right. But everybody has the First Amendment right. They don't tell you who can and who can't say what they want to say. Now, yeah, they do come out and they move you here or they move you there. You can't do it here, you can't do it there. That's basically the same way as telling you what kind of weapon you can have. But when they tell you you can't speak at all because you said something that hurt somebody's feelings, then you don't have the First Amendment right anymore. You had now you have the First Amendment privilege. And that's exactly what they've done to the Second Amendment. Guys, many ways do I need to say this for people to actually understand it? When you think about it, guys, honestly, we have the First Amendment right. We come out, we demonstrate, we fly our American flag, our Confederate flag, or whatever. And what does the left do? They come out to try to attack us because they don't like us exercising our First Amendment right, freedom of expression. Let's fly on a flag, wearing this MAGA shirt, wearing this back to blue cap. They don't like that. And those are the same people that just trying to shut the First Amendment down for us. They're also trying to take the Second Amendment away from us. See that? You not understand how that happens? Same damn people. Same damn people with the same damn philosophy. Only difference of it is if you have a gun, then you know what? They might have trouble taking all your other shit because you might fight back. But if they can take that gun away from you, then they can come and take the rest of your shit. Same group of people, guys. Same group of people. Like I said, a lot of people under a false impression of a lot of things that's going on out here that they haven't been red pilled totally. They're still dancing on the line of blue pill, red pill, blue pill, red pill. A lot of them choose to take that blue pill and go right back to sleep because they don't want to have to deal with the truth. It makes them depressed. It makes them feel uncomfortable. And oh, I just don't care. I just want to be happy. See? Happy people don't change a damn thing. Retarded people are usually happy because they haven't the knowledge to know any different. Yeah. I worked in an institution, guys, with a mentally retarded. On average, they were really happy people. They were. They didn't know what the hell was going on out here in the world. They were happy. They didn't have hardly shit to worry about. They got up in the morning. They brushed their teeth. They put on their clothes. They went to breakfast. Then they went to class, played games or whatever the hell they did. Then they went to lunch. And then they went back to class. Some of them went to work. Some of them did this. Some of them did that. They were happy. They had people taking care of them, people providing for them. Yeah. Boy, when they got unhappy, son of a bitch. When they were unhappy, them some bitches unhappy. But 99% of the time, they were happy because they didn't know no different. Their basic needs was met. Yep. They didn't know the knowledge of the world. They didn't know the evil that was really lurking out here. They didn't have to worry about paying bills. They didn't have to worry about their kids. They didn't have to worry about none of that shit. Their little life was laid out for them by the state, and they were pretty happy. If you asked them if they were happy or sad or mad, they'd tell you, I'm happy 99% of the time because they didn't know what was going on in the world. They didn't have to live in it. Only time most of them was unhappy is when they didn't serve what the hell they wanted to eat at lunch. Or one of them took something from the other, and that'd piss them off. Other than that, they pretty damn happy. Like I said, it's angry people that makes changes. It's angry people that's informed because that's usually why they're angry. People tell me all the time, you're angry. You're not a very happy person. I said, how the hell can you be happy when what's going on out here in the world? And it's all wrong. Nobody doing shit about it. So, that's my point, guys. And most people choose to gobble down that blue pill to go back to this happy existence, to not knowing. Because if you don't know, you don't care. Okay. When you actually know something, when you actually know something, then you feel obligated, you feel guilty to do something about it. And a lot of times that puts you in a very uncomfortable position because of that guilt of knowing what's going on out here is wrong. And that makes you kind of unhappy because of that guilt that's built into you. of knowing what's right and wrong and when this shit just ain't kosher at all. God put that there in you. He did, each and every one of us. A lot of people don't like it, that guilt factor, but it's there. It works on people. Even some of the sorriest Christians, it works on them. The only ones that don't really have that, the ones that don't have God. Some of them develop it, some of them don't. They're fine with the way the world is. Matter of fact, it ain't going downhill quick enough to suit them people. That's the reason I come out here and I've done what I have done. That's the reason I come out here and I bitch on live video. Trust me, I drive anybody that lived with me nuts. Because I bitch a lot. Why? Because I'm fucking mad. Why? Because of what's going on out here, guys. It ain't enough people doing anything about it. That I have to come out here and do this shit that I have to do because of the guilt I have of what's going on. If this shit's wrong and I just can't sit back and say, just keep my damn mouth shut. What kind of Christian am I? What kind of American am I if I just sit back out here and keep my damn mouth shut? I'm pretty damn sorry if I sit back out here and keep my mouth shut, knowing that this shit out here is all wrong. Think about that. How can anybody be a Christian and be a constitutional loving American and not be mad about what's going on out here? Think about that. How could you be? Not unless you take that blue pill and you, hey, give me another glass. Fill this glass up with Kool-Aid. I want more. I want to be happy. Please another glass of Kool-Aid. Please, 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 please. Come on, come on, come on. I'll eat the top. I'll eat the top. There you go. No shit. That's right, Paula Jenkins. There's nothing as bad when good men see evil and do nothing. Correct. Like I said, me, Dale Brock, the rest of us guys out here, Scotty and everybody else that does live videos, you know, Stevie D, the list goes on down the line. We're kind of like Paul Revere's, modern day Paul Revere's. We're warning you what's happening. We're warning you. Scotty, I like grape Kool-Aid, man. I do. We're trying to warn people what's going on out here. We're trying to raise awareness to what's going on out here. We want the people that's not informed to take that damn red pill, get informed, and get mad about what's going on, to where we can change things in this country, where we can restore this republic like it needs to be, like it once was. It's not an easy task, guys. It's definitely not. Black cherry Kool-Aid for Scotty. I'll stick with my old grape. I like grape soda too. I like grape everything. Like I said, guys, that's the reason I do what I do. Liberals ain't gonna sit here and listen to me for very long. They're too busy going out there getting them another glass of that damn Kool-Aid. Just like today, and I'm gonna go on here for another minute or two. We had another big shooting in Philadelphia. 106 cops got shot. Now that's wasn't your just mass shooter. They wouldn't serve a warrant on this guy. Probably a drug dealer. He shot the piss out of him. He did. Oh, a standoff of phone calls? Okay. He shot the piss out of these people. All right. Let me ask, why did this happen? Why did this happen? I mean, here, guys, we got passage of the 1968 Gun Control Act. We've upped the background checks and we've done all this stuff to keep these guns out of undesirable people's hands. Why did this take place today? Can anybody answer that? Let me answer it for you. Just because gun control don't fucking work. It hadn't worked since day one and it's still not working. And you ask these whiny, pathetic pieces of slime out here and they just want more gun control thrown on top of it. When that's not the damn answer. Yeah, well, no, his guns ain't legal because he didn't follow the damn law. Jim Paula. Who knows, his guns may be legal. Guys, all it takes from somebody being law abiding to non law abiding is that right there. You can go from being a law abiding citizen to a non law abiding citizen in about quarter of a second. There ain't no background check going to stop that. There is no gun safety measures you can take that's going to stop that. There's always going to be people does bad shit with guns. And see, that's the liberals' idea. Take guns away from everybody. If nobody has guns, then nobody will be doing bad shit with them. Well, here we go again. If you take guns away from everybody, where bad people won't do bad shit with guns, then only bad people will desire to have those guns to do bad shit to everybody that ain't got one of those damn guns. Yeah. Makes sense. Guys, it's like Art of War. You're always looking to get an edge up on your opponent. That's what it's all about. Have the tactical advantage on your opponent. That's what the liberals are doing to us right now. They're coming out here, putting their people up to shoot the hell out of people, to demonize us by a third power, which is the government, to take our ability to fight back away. Then they can walk in with their guns, because trust me, them some bitches are going to have them. They can dominate. That's the socialist communist way. So there you go. Now I feel better now. I'm not as mad. I've come out here and bitched to y'all about some of the things I see wrong out here. I feel better now. This was a stress reliever for me. Now I'm happy. For at least another 10 minutes. So y'all have a good night and God bless. and we will catch y'all maybe tomorrow.